I got you. Yeah, I ain't gonna take your spot. I ain't no replacement. Yeah, I got you.
All
I'll
right,
be
good looks, bro.
serviceable.
Good looks, bro.
Serviceable. All right, well, Elbow, you enjoy. You said Crayola got a cool thing going on. This man is well traveled. I tell you that. He's living life to the fullest.
Crayola, Crayola factory? That's not a cool thing.
Every weekend, you're always doing something
It's a cool
interesting.
dad
Whoa,
thing.
Yeah, no, not
whoa.
cool as in like I'd go and do it, but I'm saying he's always doing something. Folks, this is not the rant segment. This is just me pre-podcast chatting. He sent me a text because I was trying to have him do the podcast, switch the time to like in the nighttime when I do my other podcast. He sent me a SpongeBob meme like, I can't hang with you losers. I got shit to do.
Crap. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do it today.
And mind you, I said like 9 o'clock. He said, nah, I'm out still. He old. He's not young. He's still out at 9 o'clock on the weekends. My man's getting it, living his life to the fullest. I love it. I respect it.
9
I'm dead
o'clock
by
on
9
the
o'clock.
weekend, you should just be getting popping.
All right, wait. So at 11 o'clock on Saturdays, what are you doing? Still mid popping?
Yeah,
God,
should be home to like 1 or 2.
yo, this man is living life to the
You
fullest.
said
Wait,
one
what's
or
that?
two.
What's that? Mary? I think it's a Mary J. Blige song. Living my life like it's golden, golden. Living my life like it's golden. That's
That
you.
is that is
Talking about
that
one
is
or two.
Mary
I'm
J.
in
Blige.
bed by 9 o'clock, man. That's crazy.
All right. What about
I'm watching
Sundays
27.
at 11 o'clock? What are you doing then? Tell me you sleep getting
All
ready
right,
for work.
I'm laying down on my couch watching Sunday Night Football
Sunday night football. Oh, okay. At 11 o'clock?
for
Oh
the
yeah,
next
it is still
about
going on.
yeah for the next about 15 weeks. But then in the winter, in the summer, I'm sleeping.
And this is why we do it in the morning, like the Tom Joyner morning show. Oh, 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 it's the Tom Joyner morning show. All right,
No,
but
I
be
think they
safe.
would be up and, but yeah, I love you. I mean, I didn't think they would be up and ready, so that's kind of my fault a little bit.
No
Hey,
worries.
have a good time, bro.
But yeah, all right, y'all. Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
podcast.
Thank you. All right, Dashy, we are going. I mean, we're already on now. It's pre-chat ramble. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy, Maloy! Welcome to Talking in Teacups, the serious topic show with not so serious people. I'm your host, T-Cypher. Joined alongside me, we got special guests. You may have known him and recognized him from iHeart Dashy YouTube channel, but also from 5-Star Frog Pad. We have none other than Dashy.
Ain't nobody blacker than me. What's up, Cypher?
Hey, it's good to be here with you today.
It's good to be here, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. You know what? I should have. I have met some other friends on their podcast, Side Quest podcast. I should have bugged them too, but I didn't think the topics they would be into because I got a theme. I'm learning to put topics together in a theme. But if you didn't know, I also have us found on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Threads, TikTok, and Twitch, all at CypherSpit Gaming. I'm lying, Twitch is not CypherSpit Gaming. Twitch is still Decipher. I'll switch that later. But if you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/CypherSpit Gaming. We have tiers starting from $0 a month all the way to you must be crazy. And if you can't do any of that, that's okay. You can watch for free here on 3 places. We're big now. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch.
Global, baby.
Yep, and we're also on Kick. We're kicking around. Let me tell you, last night I was doing my fake Kai Sinet and streaming for 3 hours. Only one person watched, by the way. Sickos. It's the Sickos.
That was me.
My Tony Khan Sickos. Thank you. And my wife was like, Kick. And what does that stand for? Kick. I forgot what she said specifically, but it was just so funny. She's like, what is Kick? Because the name is weird. And I was like, oh, Kick is just copying off for Twitch. And I showed her both of the live screen. You like the managers, how you manage your live stream. And I'm like, it's literally, this is purple, which is Twitch. And then this is green, which is Kick. It's just copying off each other. And she's like, there should only be one. I was like, no, you don't want that. Because without competition, they going to raise prices, do crazy stuff. So
That was the problem with Twitch for so long. It was just Twitch. People preferred Twitch over YouTube. There was no alternative, and they ran rampant for a while.
Yeah, you definitely
You know,
want
Kick
to.
is no better.
Yeah, you definitely want to foster competition. Kick allegedly says you can get paid sooner. I never set up my Stripe account, but I only have 3 followers there, so it ain't like I'm buzzing on Kick. I can't muster up the courage to do a 5-day Minecraft podcast playthrough stream. One day. But if you didn't know, next up it's time for A Baker's Dozen, a news roundup of last week's biggest stories. Now, last night on the stream, we were working on the news stories, and I was mad tired, so we only got about 5 or 6. But sometimes stale, sometimes fresh out the oven. Can't go wrong with A Baker's Dozen.
Don't at me.
Alright, so starting off, Logan Paul, you know him, you love him, you hate him. KSI, he used to box one time against Logan Paul. And MrBeast, the king, the oligarchy of YouTube, join together to make a Lunchables knockoff. So in a recent venture, YouTube sensations, MrBeast, KSI, all beloved people, Logan Paul, teamed up to release Lunchleys, a knockoff version of the classic Lunchables. Man, these guys can't even get an original name. Alright, while these pre-packaged meals feature, air quotes, I'm doing air quotes on the pod, healthier options with reduced sugar content, including a Feastables bar. That's MrBeast. I'm about to say Mr. Feet. That's a different person. You don't want to look up Mr. Feet. MrBeast is chocolate, and a mini version of Prime. That's the drink that KSI and Logan Paul helped bring into the world. The launch has sparked criticism for being a cash grab aimed at their young, impressionable audiences. What do you think about that?
Everything is a cash grab aimed at young and impressionable audiences. Look at Fortnite. Look at anything that's colorful or just anything that's being marketed these days is towards kids. So, I mean, what's the big deal?
Fair enough. I would say, when you put it like that, I don't have a strong counterpoint. Screw those guys, maybe?
I mean, they just doing their business. I mean, it's working for them, so who am I to hate?
That's fair. I don't have a good counter art, so maybe not screw those guys. Maybe capitalism at its finest. But they said
literally this.
They said that it's taking advantage of young children's parasocial relationship, meaning these kids feel like they have a relationship with their phones and their screens and who's in front of their phones with the screens. So they feel like they know and love Logan Paul, even though Logan Paul don't know them. He don't love them. He just love their money style. Snoop Dogg reference.
That is very much true. That is very much true. Just like how these artists don't love a lot of their fans that be on, Instagram and all that, stalking them and all they likes and comments all the time. They don't really like those. I like them because the support, but it can be annoying. Just tone it down, buddy.
All right, wait. So as an artist, since we're both artists, I'm more semi-retired. Do you like your fans that stalk you?
I wouldn't want fans to stalk me. If I've seen a fan page, I wouldn't be mad. I'll say that.
Okay.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely don't want a fan to stalk me, like as we talked about at the end. So this is not on Wax, but I'll put it on Wax now. We talked about this at the end of 5 Star Frog Pot. I'm more like a MF Doom, Gorillaz, original flavor Hollywood Undead. I don't even want the fame. I just want the fortune, the little bit of fortune that I can muster out of doing something that I enjoy doing. So you're going to catch me walking around with that Kanye West silk stocking on my face because I don't want to be recognized and spotted and stalked. People crazy.
Yeah, I'd rather my art be more famous than me. I just want to collect the benefits, the little bit of cash and then use that to get me into a different business venture like acting or something else. Really, I'd be a podcaster, have that be big and just talk for a living.
Podcast so overrated. You know what's not overrated? Green Arrow or the Arrow TV show. Now Stephen Amell, you didn't see it? It's a good show. First 2-3 seasons really good.
Only time I knew about it was when he was a guest host on Raw, and him and Cody Rhodes are like good friends. So like,
I call that
Cody Rhodes was in there one time.
Yeah, I call that good synergy then because it brings at least awareness. Maybe it didn't pull you into the episodes because Cody Rhodes was actually playing the character Stardust at the time. He bro, he came on to CW, The Arrow, which is what I saw. I think I might have saw the wrestling match, but maybe just the clips. I wasn't watching wrestling during those dark times, I'm going to call them. But I did see Cody Rhodes show up on Arrow as a drug dealer selling a drug named Stardust. And I was like, I know that reference. But Stephen Amell did the show for 8 years. And, you know, people was shitting on it because it was a CW show. So the lighting's a bit too bright. The actors are a bit too pretty.
Right.
Bright.
I thought it would be dark. CW usually got dark shows. One Tree Hill, Gossip Girl, them darks.
No, look at the lighting. Like literally, like we're on a film set. The lighting, they're too bright. They're too well lit. They're not dark and gloomy and gritty. They're very well lit, so you can see the actors' pretty faces. That's what the CW is all about. It's a teen thing. So they, you know, other people in the comic community didn't take it serious. So there was a joke in the Peacemaker TV show, which is on HBO Max. So that's also a TV show with a higher budget on Max versus CW, which is also a DC TV show, but on CW with a lower budget. So there was a joke in it. I can play the clip for you if you would like to see it. Would you like to see the clip?
Yeah, go ahead.
And the premise of this is Stephen Amell, he didn't effing appreciate that joke that Peacemaker made. Peacemaker said Peace Walker. So I'm gonna get that clip pulled up.
Excuse me.
Okay, so how do we get...
You'll have to read the subtitles because when I press play now, you won't be able to see it. Or you won't be able to hear it. It's very weird. If I need to share my screen.
It's a beautiful set. Is it playing right now?
Oh yeah, so do you want me to
Oh wow.
open up the, you know, on Discord? I can have it show my screen. Want me to do that?
Yeah, sure. Well, don't it mess up your thing?
It does, but we'll see what we can get away with. Applications. Why is it? Okay, here it is. All right, let me know.
No.
You watching it?
Big Muscle Cena, yeah.
All right, so they're discussing something, and he makes an offhand joke about Green Arrow. Here we go.
Get the sonic boom helmet over to the barn.
Well, we could shoot a fishing line over the barn from one of these trees here and just let the helmet slide down.
Like Green Arrow?
No, not like Green Arrow. That dude goes to brony conventions dressed in the back half of Twilight Sparkle with a 4-inch wide butthole drilled in the costume.
Maybe it's so we can breathe properly.
You actually believe that shit? He has an insane story for every single superhero.
No, I actually heard that's true about Green Arrow, but that's the first thing he said that's real.
An Aquaman fucking fish.
Well, yeah, obviously.
All right, so
And Aquaman freaking fish.
that was the clip. Now, in the context of the show, I thought it was funny because the character constantly is making jokes and he has issues. Basically, he is like over American, over what's the word, homophobic, because his dad raised Peacemaker to be like basically a asshole version of himself, because his dad in the show is an asshole. So Peacemaker just goes around with that same mentality, like, if I can't be with you, I'm going to put you down. But then they double down, in context of the joke, they double down on it by having the nerdy guy with the beard say, well, actually, I heard that's true too. So Stephen Amell was like, yo, like, I don't actually, I got the quote. I could pull up the quote, what he said. And I'm going to provide more context while I'm looking for the quote. So Stephen Amell, the reason why he took it a little bit more like, I don't think that's a joke, is because he's on Twitter or whatever the social media is with a picture of a, what's that Jones called? My Little Pony type character, because his daughter liked My Little Pony. So he actually went to a My Little Pony convention. So he's like, I feel like that's not just a Green Arrow's gay joke. That's a, like, you coming at Stephen Amell, the character person too. So this is what Stephen Amell had to say. He said, that was a little unnecessary. I didn't effing appreciate it at all. Like, okay, I'm just going to come out right here and say this. There was such just, and he trails off, between the movies and Peacemaker a little bit, our show was kind of treated like shit. I get it. We're CW. I get it. It's TV. But I also get the fact that people talk about when people talk about the most recent iteration of DC, they don't think about the Snyder Cut. They think about the Arrowverse. And for those who aren't fans, this is me talking, not Stephen Amell. For those who aren't fans, when you think of DC, you might actually be thinking of the Arrowverse. Flash was hot, Green Arrow was hot, then everything else was, you know, where it was at. But it called it the Arrowverse for a reason, because he was the centerpiece of it. He was that CW's Batman. Anyway, back to what he said, back to what Stephen Amell said. He said, we got crapped on for years and years and years, and this just seemed excessive. I'm not actually mad, but I just remember hearing that joke and being like, well, F these guys. Like, seriously, I'm up here. I work just as hard as anyone else. Do you know how hard it is to play a superhero with no superpowers for 23 episodes a year? it's really, really, really hard. And I'm not looking for a prize, but like maybe just don't shit on our show. And then lastly, he said, if I should get mad at anyone, it should be James Gunn for writing that in the first place. But Cena could not be a nicer guy. It's not a personal vendetta against Cena. So, what do you think?
I will say, Cena, he often improvises as a peacemaker. That scene when he was naming all the celebrities and stuff like that, that was all improvised. So I will believe that part of that, if not the whole thing, was improvised. But if it was written, I mean, get over yourself, buddy. It's a joke. Calm down. All right.
It's a joke, but it also feels like a personal attack. So if somebody involved, like,
personal attack, if you make it a personal attack.
That's true. So say, again, you're a famous artist and Little Dicky got season 4 or season 3 of his new show, Dave, and he makes a jab at your rapper name, but it's kind of like, wait, you went to, I'm trying to think of, let's say Crayola World, and he says, oh, that rapper? No, he goes to Crayola World with his butthole drawn out and crayons pointed to his butthole. You gonna feel like, well, whoa, is that a joke? Or like, what's up? Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
like, I do that with my son. Like, don't be making it a gay thing. What are you doing?
If you're not gay, it shouldn't be offensive. I mean, if you're not gay and you don't like gay people, yes, it's offensive. But if you're not gay and you comfortable in your sexuality, what's the problem? Now, if he doesn't have a relationship with Cena or James Gunn, then I can see how that could be a little crazy.
I heard what Lil Dicky said about me, bro. What?
Yeah, he drawing, right? Lil Dicky drawing. You gotta come at this man.
That's crazy, bro. And are you making a joke because I'm going to Crayola Factory? You talking about drawing?
Oh, see, I told you. See how what I'm talking about? I told literally proof positive right there. I see. So Stephen Amell is justified in feeling that way. He busted.
He is. You can feel however way you want to feel, but I'm saying I wouldn't have took it any type of way. It's a joke on a TV show.
It is a joke on a TV show, and I love
niggas their whole career.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Family Guy definitely does joke. But all right, remember South Park when they Kanye
South Park
West
made Kanye West a gay fish.
I know. So and Kanye West, I don't think he laughed at that joke. I think he was real upset. But Kanye West also seems a little dense about that.
Soft.
Like he wouldn't. Yeah, soft is the other word.
You know, he's off, like off in the head.
Oh, he's off. Yeah.
Tell Little Dicky.
I can see him being upset that part.
Tell Little Dicky that I do not have a 4-inch butthole. I'm the voice of a generation. I'm logging off. Love you guys.
I love you.
I'm gonna hop on that diss track with Elbow. Don't worry.
All right, and this is a horrible segue, and I can't think of one. But speaking of 4-inch buttholes, Sean P. Diddy Combs was denied bail, and he will stay in jail until the sex trafficking and racketeering case is over. I forgot to put images up. I actually had images to go with my news stories, but I was having such a good time. There we go.
Speaking of 4-inch, but listen, great segue.
That's all. I didn't even realize that news story was after it. But hip hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been denied bail for a second time as he awaits trial in a sex trafficking case. On Wednesday, a New York federal judge refused to release Combs, citing concerns of potential obstruction of justice and witness tampering. Combs, age 54, was arrested earlier this week, accused of running a criminal enterprise involving drug use, violence, and exploitation of women since 2008.
That's crazy. I don't know if you saw what Lil Boosie said. Lil Boosie probably got himself and other rappers in prison, in some trouble. He was like, Diddy's getting arrested for pretty much what every celebrity does. Flying girls out, having sex with them, and paying them a little something to keep their mouth closed. That's how Boosie took all this. He didn't take the power dynamic into play. Like, this is still Diddy we talking about. Diddy has the power, or had the power, to blackball you or get you blackballed, or X, Y, and Z. That's not really somebody who wanted to be on his bad side.
At the same time, though, it's an expression that Denzel Washington says: you leave a party 3 hours or an hour before the devil gets home. So these girls, I mean, maybe they didn't have no choice. They got flown out. They couldn't just leave the party. So I can understand where Boosie coming from, because he's not dense, but he's like, I'm real street. So if you ain't street smart, you should already know what it's hitting for. But he's also not a woman, so he doesn't know the vulnerability that come with that. And sometimes a woman not always street smart. Like, it's more gullible woman than it is street smart woman.
It was more than just women. at that party.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. Yeah,
That's,
I didn't even talk
that's
about
why the
the.
joke is Diddy gonna tickle your booty hole.
Yeah, I forgot. That's not even in my news story, but yeah, they also found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. They had security guards getting in trouble
In
too
lube.
because they in loop security guards was like in on it. So it's not just Diddy that's gonna get in trouble. It's the security guard and whoever else he was working with because they had to help, orchestrate things. Diddy's just the main person behind it. So
Right. And in the context of it, you can like he's their boss. He's telling him to do this, so they may have felt like they don't have a choice. But the law doesn't care if you read or if you know the law or not. Your part in it. If you played a part in any part, even if it was just to pick it up and you don't know what he's using it for, you get in trouble.
So, but back to what Boosie said about hey, he do what every rapper do. I want to also not just incriminate our black folks, but the what are they, Saudi Arabian? The people in Saudi Arabia do it too. It's either Dubai or Saudi Arabia. I always get that confused. Sorry, I'm not really great at geography, but they do the same thing, and I've been finding this out on all the socials, was it TikTok and YouTube, the poop parties. So what they do is they fly out these Instagram models. As soon as you get to Dubai, it could be Dubai or Saudi Arabia, I always forget, so I'm just gonna say Dubai for simplicity.
Somewhere around the Middle East.
Yeah, as soon as you get there, they take your girl. As a girl, they take their passports, so they can't go nowhere. They feel literally trapped. That's probably worse than the P Diddy thing, but I don't know. And then they have them in a separate room. I watched too much of this video. I don't know why I know all this. So they have them in a separate room in the compound / mansion. So all the billionaires are in one room chilling and talking, getting ready. And then they also said that the mansion is like marble. And if you ever seen a marble countertop, you know, oh, that's pretty clean. But they said as soon as you walk in that joint, you can still smell the lingering aftermath of the parties before. I'm talking number 1 and I'm talking number 2 in case you not following along with me. And again, the place is marble, not carpet where it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, marble where it doesn't really hold an odor. So I'm just saying it ain't just rappers doing that. And the rappers aren't hopefully peeing and pooping, but I don't know what the freak offs.
This is a bigger deal with rappers because one, they're in your faces all day, bragging about their extravagant lifestyle, and they're over here doing some crazy stuff. So that's why it's a little bit more shocking now. People know about the Dubai people doing that poop parties because, I mean, but it'd be the women that's going to them, benefiting, like getting all the money, coming back, saying calling everybody else broken, da da da.
That's what I was saying about the Boosie thing. Like I could understand where Boosie's coming from because these women are now benefiting, even though they're going. Well, women and possibly men. I believe they say OK Cyrus. I want to say his name. Also benefited spending the weekend. With Diddy. No, not RKO. Spending the weekend with Diddy.
No. Yeah, his name is YK Osiris.
Oh, YK Osiris. Yeah, but spending he potentially, allegedly, I'll say, benefited from spending the weekend with Diddy and get the little 10,000. Hopefully, it's more. Diddy got a lot of money. It better be more than 10,000 for him to do what he allegedly does.
I mean, I would hope so. Would you take that money?
No, not no 10,000.
What's your price? $1 million?
To what?
To get your booty hole tickled.
Nah, I'm good.
No, never, no money, not a bill.
$1 billion? He don't even got $1 billion, so that's like
if
imaginary.
Elon Musk said, "Hey yo, I'm about to make $1 trillion next year. I give you $2 bills. Let me take pictures of your butt."
Oh, he just want to take pictures? Oh, bet. Say less.
No, that's the PG version. This is a little bit more than just pictures.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a lot of life-changing money, and I can't even imagine that. So I'm gonna say nah.
$2 bills, nobody gonna find out.
Oh wait, because he's a secretive billionaire. I forgot.
I mean, until the expose come out, but that's just if they read your name on a paper. If they don't read your name on a paper, you good. But
if you see me with a Tesla truck, you go already know the answer. Go like, wait, why this nigga driving Tesla? I thought he was a other type of car driving person, Toyota driver. Like, nah,
we gonna show
man.
it to the like, hold on, production has stepped up a bit. And wait,
we all
these microphones. We got cameras now.
We all got 3D avatars now. Dang. All right.
Oh man, don't take that bill. Don't take it, bro.
I mean, Bill, like I said, life-changing money, but I don't know. Compromising my integrity is not something that I plan on doing. But you know what I do plan on doing? It's playing PlayStation 1. Now, the creator of the PlayStation 1 emulator, DuckStation, threatens to shut the whole thing down following a license change. So let me tell you, DuckStation, that's one of the most highly regarded PlayStation 1 emulators, and it's facing a potential shutdown after its creator Stenzik changed the emulator's license from open source, meaning everybody can work on it, to a more restrictive one. This move has sparked controversy within that community, the emulation community, as DuckStation had previously thrived under being open source, allowing for contributions from many different developers. So when he changed it to a more closed-off restrictive license, which forbids commercial use and other derivative works, that upset people, and rightfully so. But wait till you hear his reasoning. And he said that he explained it because there was repeat license violations with some users failing to give proper credit and then also packaging his version, well, modifying it slightly without indicating any changes, and those go against the GPL license that was previously there. So in a statement to GitHub, that's where most people put their open source software, he expressed frustration, saying that while he does appreciate contributions, the threats and the drama in the community have taken its toll on him because this is just his side job. He don't even really get paid from this. And he further warned that if the situation continues to escalate, he's going to shut it down entirely.
Understandable. I mean, it sounds like a huge legal headache to deal with, and that's what kind of like drives the joy out of things, is when you got to deal with the legal side of stuff. Like, yeah, I feel.
But it's not
I don't know
even
if this is even
just a legal thing. Unless I'm missing something, he wasn't getting in trouble for them violating the license. He was just getting frustrated for them taking his original work, slightly altering it, and then packaging it with you ever scroll my TikTok algorithm? Oh, you don't even have TikTok, but there's maybe you scroll on YouTube Shorts. Nah, they don't sell stuff on there. But basically on TikTok, I've been seeing. Oh, they do the game sticks, like those game sticks that come from China, and they always have emulators on them. And I'm sure they're using a derivative work of DuckStation to play the PlayStation 1 emulator without giving him any credit, and they're profiting off of that because they sell those games. First of all, China Wild, and we're gonna get to it later. No, that's not China one, but that's Japanese. But yeah, China Wild, because they've been pirating and knocking off of all your stuff. So they'll take DuckStation and then sell emulators and ROMs, crazy stuff. So he probably saw that, was getting frustrated, and changed it to be more restrictive to not allow for that to happen. And then the community getting mad at him because it's like, yo, we all, we emulate together, we a family. But he's like, yo, I can't deal with y'all craziness. This like not my main job. So I can understand where it's coming from.
China always making knockoffs because they make the original anyway, so they just use the same materials, just call it a different name and sell it for cheaper.
I was watching a YouTube short. I forgot what it was. It was some Asian guy. I think he's a sneakerhead. If you know who it is, maybe let me know. But I couldn't remember. He was on DJ Vlad, and he was saying, "How do we get the counterfeit Nikes?" So the guy let him. So DJ Vlad guessed. He said, "Okay, so when it's time for a new Nike run, they must take the old machine and then just go from there." He was like, "Nah." The Asian guy was like, "Nah, it's actually crazier than this." So say from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. they working on your official Nikes. So then somebody comes up to the factory owner and they say, "Look, I'm gonna give you $100,000." And remember, we're talking about China, so this is more money than they see in a year. And he said from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. so overnight, I want y'all to make these Nikes, but make them for me, the fake knockoff Nikes. So it's the same factory, same machine as we just talked about. That's how we get them crazy looking counterfeits in China. That's one of the ways.
Yep, that's exactly, because everything's outsourced anyway. And the secret behind these greedy corporations, it doesn't even cost that much to make their product. Like sneakers, Nike, I think it costs maybe around like $1 to make a shoe, but they sell them at such an expensive price that the profit is so much bigger. So they can, it's pretty much they stealing from the rich.
Yeah, the money that they spend in those companies is mainly in marketing, because you've got to make it, all right, I'm taking this air quotes useless piece of leather and cloth, and how do I make people want to spend $200 or $100 on leather and cloth that only costs me, like you said, $1 per unit? Well, let's throw it on some celebrities. Let's throw it on some athletes. Let's do some brand deals. Like, we got to make sure that people value this thing, and they're not just buying the TikTok shop shoes. Which it's funny every time I see people advertising them Jones. I'm like, I thought y'all, because I was never a sneakerhead. So when I see these like little fake ads for them, I'm like, now y'all like cheap shoes, man? Get out of here, y'all. Where are y'all expensive shoes?
Speaking of China knockoff, excuse me. They're putting or trying to find a new way to put pretty much an import tax on Temu and Wish items. Oh no, Temu and Shein, because you know those are China-based webs or apps or websites that sell uh good-looking quality things at a cheap, like real cheap price. So it's not really good quality, but it looks good. A lot of people buy things from those. They get them for cheap because they somehow found a way to get around that import tax thing. But now the government is about to crack down on that. And Temu and Shein are about to be about the same prices as a Fashion Nova or Gucci or something.
Damn. I mean, I'm hoping there's a benefit to that. I'm hoping
For who?
for the
'Cause
U.S. Because I like getting cheap
yeah, of
stuff.
course.
I buy from AliExpress. I do not support or trust Temu because Temu will be stealing or not stealing. They'll let it slip your credit card information. So never order from Temu.
Oh yeah, I don't order from Temu or Shein, but or Wish,
AliExpress is fine. At least I haven't had any issues yet. I haven't looked up any horror stories though.
I didn't even heard of AliExpress.
Yeah.
They probably are.
Basically,
But it might be a benefit for the U.S.
Yeah,
because
basically-
they're gonna get that money.
Yeah, well, no, not
It's
for
gonna suck for
U.S.
the
I meant to
consumer.
say for the consumer.
Oh no, it's gonna suck for the consumer because they
Gotta
go
pay
to
more.
Shein and who?
Yeah, that's what I say because they got to pay more. Like it's about to cost more
Yeah,
with that
like,
that import
yeah.
tax.
That's the reason why they use those apps because it was so cheap. But now if it's gonna cost the same, I might as well just buy the real John.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna suck for the consumer.
But yeah, no, shout out to what is it, AliExpress and Alibaba. Basically, all it was like, okay, you want to buy a little cheap thing that you normally get from Amazon, and you got to pay $20 for it. Why don't you come straight to the manufacturer, the people who make it, and just buy it for like $2? But you got to wait, instead of 2 days, you got to wait 2 weeks. Really, it's like 4 weeks because it's coming straight from China. So that's why I like those sites. But damn, I don't like this little tariff, I believe they're trying to put on it.
Tariff, yes, that's the word. Yeah, I was
But-
trying so hard to come up with that word.
But speaking of Asian countries and, lawsuits, we got Nintendo. Japanese company is suing PocketPair, the Power World company, which is also based in Japan, for patent infringement. So Nintendo and the Pokemon company have filed a lawsuit against PocketPair. That is a Japanese developer behind the game Power World, claiming that it infringes on patents related to the Pokemon franchise, known by many players as Pokemon with Guns. I haven't really sat down to play it too much, but yeah, that's what I've heard about it. People liked it for a bit. They don't really talk about it too much right now, at least in my little small circle. But Power World has drawn comparisons to Pokemon due to its gameplay mechanics and its character designs. Power World's gameplay involves capturing creatures using a POW sphere after weakening them in battle, similar to Pokemon's Pokeball mechanic. What do you think about that?
I heard TBH talk about this a little bit, and I don't know if they have a case, to be honest with you.
I hope they don't have a case. You can't set those kind of precedents like, oh, you have a ball in your game that uses to attack enemies. Like, people use, again, back to that key word for today, derivative things in gaming all the time. It's the same with music and remixes and cover songs.
Right. Like, it's inspiration. You can't sue someone for having inspiration. That's why you made your product, to inspire others. So, and it's not like they took characters or names. If they took certain designs, I can see a little bit of a case, but the
You
whole
still
game,
watching the stream, right?
yes.
Okay, so you see that character right there? It gets worse than that. I'm glad you said designs. You accidentally segued it to me. So the other controversy is, let me reword that. Some of the creatures in the game also bear visual resemblance to popular Pokemon characters such as Sparkit, that's on the left, which many players say resemble Pikachu on the right.
Oh, I don't even see it. I'm still on the notes.
Oh wait, you
Let me
can't.
see.
You in the Discord, right? You should be able to see.
Yeah, I'm in the Discord. I see it on the YouTube stream.
Oh, okay. I thought I was sharing my screen on Discord.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sharing the wrong
I
screen.
don't-
I didn't even notice that.
I don't see it. I mean, I see the inspiration, but I don't see where they might have stolen a design.
That was my bad. I just realized I was sharing the wrong screen. That's my fault. It's been a while since I shared the screen, and it's not lagging me out. Maybe it's because when it's 3 people it does, but I'm not lagged out. But yeah, you don't see the resemblance?
I can see not the resemblance, but I do see an inspiration where they might have thought, oh, okay. I can see why people will say he'll look like Pikachu, but I don't say they. I don't think they thought, hey, let's make this look like Pikachu.
No, I can see it, but I also don't care because Akira Toriyama, if I'm saying the name right, that's the creator of Dragon Ball Z. Well, guess what? He also created Dragon Quest, and that came out well before Pokemon came out, and Pokemon has designs that look very similar to that. If you'll bear with me and filibuster for a bit, I can pull that up right now.
Hey, listen, man. My whole point is everyone takes inspiration from something. You should feel honored that someone was inspired to make something like it. Pokemon don't even have guns, so you can't even say the whole thing is infringing on your copyright. I don't get it. If I see Ash start wielding a Glock 9, then yeah.
There was, okay, I
That's
think
wrong.
Nintendo was also pissed off because there was a mod that allowed you to replace the characters with Pokemon characters, and they took down that mod. I was so mad. All right, so on our left, it's sloppily, but we have Dragon Quest, which came out in 1986, and then on the right is Pokemon, and you can see you got the bat-like creatures. Again, Dragon Quest is on the left. That's the first one that came out, and then Pokemon on the right. You got your bat-like creature, worm-like creature, worm-like creature, and then X, Y, and Z. So come on, Pokemon, cut it out with that derivative talk, because you derivative just the same. So don't act all high and mighty.
Yeah, everyone has inspirations. So if you want to steal money and ruin some people's fun, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
I'm gonna leave it with this.
That's like, imagine if someone sued Valve for modding somebody into Left 4 Dead. That's crazy.
Yeah. This is what on the stream last night that only one person watched, Ashy. I said this is like if Drake was on his come up and he stole from Soulja Boy, tell me what's happening, yada yada. Then he gets big, and then he sues Kurt Cobain for making Drink in My Cup because it sounds too much like Drake, and he says, I got that drink in my cup, you know the song, and I'm like, you just can't do that because you've also stolen, you've also derived work from others,
right.
So don't get mad at another artist doing the same from
Great
you.
people, other great people. That's just how it happens. That's the nature of this business.
Now, of course, Power World developers have said they're going to fight the Nintendo lawsuit to ensure that indies aren't discouraged from pursuing ideas, as they should, rightfully so, because that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, I got that joke for
That's
you.
crazy. I root for Power World.
Yeah. So, I never understood why people dislike vegans so much. I've never had any beef with them. But
You do.
Yep, there we go. All right, topic number 1. Do you want to all right, this topic was inspired by my wife. She saw a poster for a movie coming out. Now I've since done the research last night on the podcast to debunk this movie, but I already made the topic and she already sent it to me, so F it, we're gonna do it anyway. And it was for a Michael Jackson movie coming out in 2025 by the same guys that made Bohemian Rhapsody starring Jafar Jackson. I believe that's Michael Jackson's, I don't know, really. And the question is,
nephew, I think.
there we go, nephew. The question is, do you want to see another Michael Jackson biopic if there was a real one coming out?
I'm honestly biopicked out because we have so many biopics and documentaries. But I mean, sure, why not? And if it's done by his nephew, I saw the picture. He looks just like him, so it's not like it's gonna be egregious. Yeah, let him do it.
Okay, fair enough. For me, yeah, at first I was like, no, we don't need another one. Actually, no, at first when she brought it up to me, I'm like, biopic? What biopic? You talking about Moonwalker? That wasn't a biopic. My wife was like, Moonwalker? What are you talking about? I'm like the John where he was this big old statue, because I don't really remember it. That was more of my older sister thing. I ain't really watch it. I seen it, but I was too young and didn't really pay attention to care about that. I just cared about Power Rangers and shit. And I'm like, yeah, Moonwalker, he's doing Annie, are you okay? And all that stuff. It's like, that's not even a biopic. I don't know what that is. And then she was like, Jackson 5. And I'm like, oh, okay. So who played Michael Jackson? She's like, Michael Jackson. I'm like, wait, what? Michael Jackson played Michael Jackson in his own biopic? What is he, Eminem? 50 Cent? You can't star in your own biopic. Then I was like, actually, those are good examples of biopics I actually enjoyed that starred the actual artist. So for me, yeah, same answer. I'm down with seeing another Michael Jackson biopic if there was one to be made.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
But I'm gonna blow this image up real fast. So on the Reddit, when they explained it, if you look at the subtitle underneath it, it says Michael The man who become king is supposed to say became king. So you messed up. You messed up. Just
Oh
wanted to-
man, we
just
missing
wanted
the grammar up in the poster, so it was already a bad sign.
Yeah, just wanted to point that out there. That Reddit was like, man, this joint fakety fake. And I was like, dang, this joint is fake. But I already made the topic and the whole theme around it. All right, time for Sippin Tea. This is where I just allow ourselves to just rant for 60 seconds.
Sippin Tea?
Sipping tea, like you sipping tea.
Oh yeah, okay.
Think
Okay.
of
I was about to say that's a nasty combo.
think of Breakfast Club where the little anime, or like, you know how she's about to do Angela Yee back when she was there, like she's spilling the tea. That John.
Yeah.
You sip tea. All right, so as a guest, you get first dibs. What do you want to talk about? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me add this new thing in here that I'm stealing again. See, I'm very derivative. That's why I don't like when people sue for derivative shit, because I'm derivative. So, Dashy, what do you want to rant about?
Man, I want to rant about this economy. Everything is just trash. Prices of food are high. Prices of gas is high.
Oh, hold
prices
up.
of
Stop.
everything is
Stop.
high.
Are you reading my show notes?
No, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I
All
promise
right.
you.
I promise you that's in my show notes. So, yeah, we on the same type time. This is what happens when you brothers. Go ahead. Continue. My bad.
See, you got that. Hey, it's that wavelength. But no, man, everything's just messed up. It's crazy. Eggs are expensive. Bacon costs the same as a car. Like everything is just unnecessarily high, and then these jobs don't pay enough, and then you got everyone which way these companies try and take money from you, whether it's a subscription or it's a hey, we'll come fix this, hey, come upgrade our product, and that. Everyone's trying to take money from you. Then you got girlfriends and wives who also require money, and kids that require money. It's like goddamn, everything is expensive in life these days. But you know what? It's still a blessing to be alive. Ain't that right?
Yeah. And
That's
hold
my
on.
rant.
I just want to share my screen for a second because this bullshit. This is bullshit. Y'all see my notes? Let me zoom that bitch in. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. He literally stole my John. This is a
Hey
wavelength.
man, that's why we brothers. We brothers for a reason.
I ain't never had it happen to me, so that just caught me off guard. But yes, that is my rant. I even have the little picture ready. Like all this was last night if you watched the stream. Shrinkflation. I'm really just talking about food prices too high, but everything he said was also true and how I feel. But if you don't know and you think I'm capping, just look up the term shrinkflation. What it describes is instead of raising prices, which the companies are still doing, they're doing both. They're also lowering the serving size. So you might pay the same
Hold
thing.
on, a Toblerone bar looks like that now?
Mm-hmm.
Toblerone? That is disgusting. Oh, I would be pissed off if I like Toblerones.
Yeah. And you see how like the soda went from, I don't know why they're going
Literally
320
took shit
milliliters.
away.
Yeah, they took stuff away. So
Shit away, you say.
I forgot what
That's
I was
egregious.
getting. Yeah, I forgot what I was getting. It was the pizza, I think. So I was making a pizza 2 days ago, and then the total was so high that we was like, dang, should I have just went to Domino's? Because I had got
Literally.
the pizza sauce, the cheese. No, we already had the cheese, so I was trying to work with what I got in the house, like just trying to be frugal and budget. But yeah, the dough was $7. It was
That's
or was it
crazy.
$6? It was the pre-joint. I always use the pre-crust, the pre-made crust. But it was good tasting crust, so we enjoyed it with the herbs. But when I went back to go to Walmart, 'cause I still had sauce left, I just got for the cheaper one. It was $5, but it came with 2. So I'm like, oh, I like this too. Wife didn't like that one. She was like, it's too thick, too fluffy. I like the other one better. And the other one, I guess, arguably does taste better. But for me, pizza's a pizza. So yeah, these prices, it's just crazy. You gotta really
Hey
compare.
man, to your point, it's something like a can of Pepsi. You wouldn't notice that it's smaller unless you actually looked at it. You can see that Toblerone bar and see that they really cucking you. Like that's crazy. And they up the price.
Yeah, but what
They
they do
charge
is,
you more for less.
if you
That's-
wasn't
that's-
really following them, you ain't going to know. This is helpful
I
because
did not know. I thought that was fake. When I saw it,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's really how it looks now?
and this is helpful because it's like right next to each other. But say I used to eat what is those called, fudge rounds. Now to me, I know it's true just because it's shrinkflation. But if I wasn't really following them, which I wasn't, I wouldn't know no better. But fudge rounds got smaller. That's fudge rounds. It's a circle candy. I guess I could pull it up real fast. That she probably knows what it looked like. But
Oh yeah, I
they,
used to tear them joints up.
they got smaller. The circle got smaller, and I noticed that before COVID. By the way, let me pull this up. Trying to figure out which one.
That's
50
crazy. I noticed
Cent.
when Snickers got smaller. You know how pissed I was. I love Snickers, dog. And they cheated me out my Snickers.
And look at this. This is back when they used to cost 50 cent. Oops. They don't cost 50 cent no more. I don't
Yeah,
actually know how much they cost because I buy them in the box. I don't buy them individually. But yeah, they used to be bigger, and now they all tiny. So I'm just upset about that. And then the
that's probably also
cavities.
why they're smaller because you buy them from the box. Now I don't eat them anymore, but
Oh, okay.
I know generally when you buy them in bulk like that, they might give you a smaller. So the individual might still be like $1. It might still be small too. I don't know. That
That's
wouldn't surprise me.
that's crazy. All right, moving
We're
on.
in horrible times.
Yes, we are. We are in the bad timeline. Uh, moving on. What artist? Topic number 2. What artist do you actually want to see a biopic on? 'Cause I thought we all were gonna say no. So, what artist do you want to see a biopic on?
I wouldn't mind seeing. I love Big Sean. I pretty much know his story. Just come up, but I still wouldn't mind seeing a Big Sean bio. But I don't know if his life is juicy enough. So I had to pick somebody who was like maybe Chris Brown.
That'd
Chris
be
Brown
interesting.
biopic would be nice. Yeah. Drake, Kendrick. It's a few people I would be interested in seeing their biopics.
For me, Lil Wayne. I want to know who they're gonna cast as Lil Wayne. But I want to see that. I want to see young Lil Wayne go up to not old Lil Wayne with the blonde dreads, but about peak Lil Wayne, a little bit after peak Lil Wayne. That's where I want the story to take place.
Ooh, Jay-Z. Jay-Z would have a dope biopic too.
Yep, Jay-Z, that'd be a good story. And then also
Yeah.
2 more people, Juice WRLD, because I want to see like what was his whole thing about. I guess I could go on YouTube to be honest, but I want to see a biopic if it's interesting. And then XXXTentacion, because I really think he had an interesting one.
Yeah, I think X had a documentary too that released on Hulu. I think it was either last year or a year before. I didn't watch it. I've been meaning to watch it this whole time, but I'm not a documentary person.
Yeah, which is funny. I'm not a documentary person or a biopic person, so I would still want to see those. Maybe it's because the biopics aren't really for rappers. Like I didn't care about the Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a lie though, because I didn't watch. What was the joint for NWA? I don't even know what that movie was called, but I didn't watch that either. So yeah, biopics.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Biopics don't really call to me, but I did see the 50 Cent Eminem one, but that's because I'm a big 50 Cent Eminem fan. So, and at the time, I didn't even register them in my head as biopics. They were just like stories. They were just, this is a movie.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a biopic or whatever type of person. Documentary.
All right, we got ad time. Let's pay some bills. This episode of Talking in Teacups is brought to you by CPG. Get all your news from the nerdy side of the internet. Topic number 3. This is a fun one. So, you've been on the show before. Have you ever done Guess the Movie?
I don't think so. I've done guess the video game character and guess the flag.
Oh, it's just the name of the show as a joke. You were literally
Okay,
not
yeah.
guessing movies today. I can give you a hint as to what we are guessing if you need that.
Oh yes. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you have the Discord video pulled up where you can see. Whoops, where you can see.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Let me move our icons because I guess that'd be in the way. What are we guessing? Oh, musical artists. We're guessing musical artists. So the concept of the game
Ooh,
is
it's my bag. Okay.
The concept of the game is I take a picture of something, could be a movie scene or whatever. Today is for a musical artist. I throw it in the AI filter, and I'm gonna preface this by saying I thought Lawrence was going to be, Elbow was going to be here, so the AI filter was the pretty crappy one, because again, I was working on this at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was very tired. I didn't use my cell phone to get better images, so I do switch the theme later on, because usually I keep it from one filter. Like if it's a Dragon Ball Z filter, it'll stay that. If it's a Pixar filter, it'll stay that. If it's anime, it'll stay that. But I switched it halfway because one of the images, you'll probably see which one and guess, made me say, oh no, I can't use that filter no more. So you got the concept. Now it's time for Guess the Movie.
Hey.
Episode 14.
Yeah.
I think we've done more. Yeah. All right. Guess which musical artist this is.
Man, if I had to guess, like just go out on a limb. I like how he has a half hat on, like the hat is not complete, or it's just off his head a little bit, off the frame. Okay, I'll accept that. I'm gonna go 50 Cent.
All right, we got Ferrari at 50. Let's see. Ding, ding, ding. Good job.
Iconic picture.
Good job.
Iconic picture.
Good job. All right. Guess the movie.
Hey man, from this picture, I'm getting a little, MGK Macklemore vibes, but I'm gonna go with Eminem.
Eminem. Let's see. Show me Eminem, and boom, Eminem in the chat appears. All right, good stuff. He's 2 for 2,
Right.
folks. He's doing a good job. Now, guess the movie.
All right, you might have actually fucked me up with this one.
This
I'm
is what
getting-
I alluded to, where I said, "Oh, I can't use that filter no more."
All right, so let's see what we got here. I
First of all, I started off with a bad picture, but I was like too lazy to change the picture. And then second of all, I used a whole new thing that I never use. I usually use AI Mirror. This is Photor. Photor did me good for the first two, but this John.
And this one is crazy because he looks like an actor. It looks like Eminem in his 40s.
This person
Really?
has been in movies. This person is an artist, but they have been in movies. I give you some clues.
I'm assuming they're not white; they're just light skinned. But
They're not white. That's another hint. I wouldn't even dare say call them white light skin. I would just say the flash was too bright. It's an outside daytime picture.
Okay, so this could be like Offset or Quavo, right? Could be one
I'm
of
gonna
Migos.
say more brown than dark brown. More just standard brown.
Damn, who is this? I want to say Jordan Lucas.
All right, you want to lock it in, Jordan Lucas?
I know it's not him, but yeah, lock that in.
All right, Jordan Lucas, show me JL. Oh no, it's Snoop Diddy.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. See that flash? Oh, it's not even flash. See that sun? It messed it all up. Made him too light. It did us.
Go
crazy.
back to the AI. Let me see if I see it. I don't see it.
I don't see it at all, which is why I was like, oh no. Then I spent way too much time trying to find a new filter for the next picture, and I was just getting frustrated. You ready for the next one?
Crazy, yeah.
Here we go. Guess the movie.
Looks familiar. Looks like I've seen this recently from like
Oh shoot.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. There
I
you
thought
go.
my
Yeah,
mouse
I
was
gonna
on
say
the other.
like anyway.
I thought my mouse was on the other screen. Damn it! I got two screens, so I was trying to go over to the OBS to just make sure everything's recording. Yes, Tupac. Sorry. Oh, now I got to click back on this.
It is Tupac.
Yep, Tupac.
Tupac Shakur.
I'm just gonna hope and pray we are recording. I'm pretty sure we good. Who is this? This is when I switched everything to sketch because I was like, that second one, the Tupac one was too easy, so I was like, let me just go. Yes, I went to sketch.
Well, this one, I mean, this one's giving me a bit 90s vibes.
Okay.
Looks like he's
Probably the jacket.
in the street somewhere. Jacket, the face, the hair, it just screams 90s.
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps. Okay. Wait, he's an artist?
Alright.
I thought he was just an actor. Did he also make music?
Well, that wasn't Dashy.
I know. I can pull up the reactor. We know who that was. We know that voice. First of all, folks, you see him before from the 5-Star Frog Pod. We got a special guest, West Philly AJ.
5-Star taking over the what's this? Talking Teacups.
Yeah, special guest.
Almost said 5-Star taking over 5-Star. But I'm gonna go Dr. Dre.
Okay, Dr. Dre. Interesting choice. What made you go to Dr. Dre?
The hair, really, and the stance. He looked like a West Coast nigga.
Okay, let's see if he's right. He is. Look at him. Look at him.
Listen, I know my rappers. What you mean?
All right,
You should have gave me pop artists or something.
who we got?
Oh, this.
It's
Sure.
Ice T. No shit, Ice Cube. What the hell is Ice T?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
What makes you go for Ice Cube and not Exhibit or somebody else?
It can't be Exhibit because Exhibit is darker. This guy looks a little light skinned, and also Ice Cube has that iconic mean mug. You
He
can't.
does. He has that resting bitch face, and that is Ice Cube. You're right.
Look, Tito.
Now, who was this? Guess the movie.
Hitler.
Well, that's the diddler. Get him out of here. Hey, he looking for a booty hole to tickle.
I thought because it made him look more white, you wouldn't guess it. But yeah, this is the diddler. P. Diddy Freak Off Combs. Now,
Freak off.
now,
This
guess who
crazy.
this is?
All right, so we got this guy right here. He looks old and young at the same time. He looked like he could be a little Bootsy, but it's not Bootsy badass. It's not Bootsy. This guy looks like he was around for a while. 90s, give me 80s face, like he was popping in the 80s maybe. If not the '90s, old school face. He looked like a
Birdman.
'70s NBA player.
I guess that
So I'm
also
gonna go
made
with
music. Yeah,
Was
I'm
that
gonna go with
Jupiter?
Akon.
Akon.
And
Correct.
Everything I say. Oh shit! That's crazy. That was a guess too.
like
That's funny.
old and like that. You may say like
I
old,
think he was
but
just filibustering the cat. Like he was doing a whole bunch of and
No,
one shit
I'm
just to
be-
throw it in the
I
hoop.
was dead ass. So the fact I said Akon, I was finna laugh because I was like, nothing I described was Akon.
Yeah.
it
But
wasn't. It was Akon. I like wait. Everything he said was not Akon.
I fucked myself up with that one.
That's Wheezy.
We
It
locking
look
it
like
up.
Bob Marley in this joint. Oh shit. I'm gonna go with Wheezy Wayne.
All right. Survey says it is Weezy Wayne.
Great Daddy.
This is prime Weezy right here. He
Okay.
didn't have the blonde and his dreads was nice and clean. So this is where right around the biopic can end. We don't need to see everything afterwards.
No, we need to see that, man. This guy right here.
It's the game.
Yeah, he does a lot. He's EA Sports. He's in the game, or he is the game actually.
Hey yo,
Good stuff.
He's West Coast Meek Mill.
How did y'all know
You
that
know,
was the
only-
game? Because he looks more like the AI be making him look white. So how did y'all know that was the game?
oh no,
I was
know
gonna
that
say he
too.
looked like a little bit of Dave East in that, but I knew it wasn't Dave East. You could tell by the beard.
The
Look
beard.
at the hand though.
The hand is West Coast. He can't not be West Coast. He can't not be West Coast.
Yeah, Ice Cube had the Raiders hat on. He always wear that Raiders hat.
All right, you guys did good. Guesstimate. You only got one wrong, and that was because that joint was BS. That was the Snoop Dogg
Hey,
joint. All right,
Oh,
topic.
I
where we
shoot
at?
from high percentages as always, man. Great playing games.
So, topic number 4, final topic. So, I want to discuss the role of music in social movements. Basically, like we just talk a little bit about how artists use their music to support or at least be like the forefront of social and political causes. So, Taylor Swift's been talking about, and actually, I don't think she make political music, but she did endorse, hold on, my voice. Excuse me. She did endorse Kamala Harris, and Elon was like, I'm going to get you pregnant, cat lady. Like, just crazy things to say. But people like, who we got? Kendrick Lamar, Bob Marley. I think, didn't they kill Bob Marley because he was being like political? But basically, like, give me some examples and just discuss with me like music. And Eminem, by the way, I remember he went on wax talking about F Trump. Like, just give me examples of what you guys feel
There
about.
have been a few instances. They don't use their music how they used to. Black or White with Michael Jackson did it. We Are the World back then. Somebody recently, it was a little baby during the George Floyd riots. That was like the closest we got to like
I have that pulled
a
up.
rapper.
The bigger picture. Yep, little baby song.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
And
And that was the closest we got recently to a rapper using their voice for a powerful movement like that.
And DaBaby also, this is the one I'm familiar with. DaBaby also did Rockstar Black Lives Matter remix. That's the one I know about.
That was just marketing. It was I mean, I get it, but sure, I get it. Like, I ain't going to shit on it. But I mean, I wish people would use more than just their Twitter. Artists would use more than just their Twitter to talk about politics. Actually, matter of fact, no, don't talk about politics. I don't care what your politics are, for the most part, to be honest with you.
That sounds
I
like
wish
that
I
Dave
did know.
Chappelle skit where it was like, the Twin Towers just fell. Where is Ja Rule? Where is Ja?
Yeah. But that's the problem with Twitter and social media nowadays is everyone feel like they got a voice and they should say something and have an opinion on this topic. No, I can't afford spiritually to give a fuck about what you care about and what you don't care about. I'm sorry. I care about what I care about and don't.
Wait, so you
This is,
don't
are you a
want
shitty person?
an artist who has, a lot of reach to put out their views? Because I was
That
listening
reach could be good or bad because you can put you can use your reach to endorse Trump and then you look like an idiot like Amber Rose. You
No,
look like
I'm
an
okay with
idiot.
that because now I know not to F with Amber Rose, just to F her. Just F her, but don't F with her, And also,
I
it
was
helped
having
me.
this conversation with my friend.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
can't. I don't support not supporting someone because of they did well. Never mind. I guess in certain cases it matters, but separating the art from the artist. You
Oh no,
cannot
I
fuck with
separate the
person.
art from the artist because I like Kane, the character from WWE, but I just can't F with Glenn Jacobs because he over here supporting Trump. Now, I still F with Mike Tyson though, but Mike Tyson got a special case to support Trump because Mike Tyson was in jail for sexual assault or all kinds of other stuff. I don't remember. I'm gonna say sexual assault, but it might have been rape. And Donald Trump was the only one who had his back. Even though it kind of, from the clips I've seen, it kind of seemed like he only kind of had his back, or he was just like, yeah, man, if you touched about a pussy, you know, that's just what men do.
But that's also like Kodak Black supports Trump because Trump
Pardoned
pardoned him when he
yeah.
was in jail.
And that's
So, like,
okay.
in
That's
that
like,
sense, yeah,
I get
can
that.
understand it.
Yeah, that I
But
get.
it's still like it's a passable thing, but it's still like I can't. Wayne endorses Trump. Trump ain't did shit for Wayne.
Now that I did not know, but I understand because from what I understand, Wayne is so like in his own bubble, like how I be. He don't know what's going on. Wayne famously, I think, said on an interview, "I don't know none of these new rappers. I listen to myself. That's it." So Wayne, I understand. He don't listen to nobody.
He thought 21 Savage was a group at first.
That does sound like a badass group name though. But yeah, so Wayne I get because he probably just got a bag from Trump. Or maybe met Trump at a party and Trump supported him in some way. Because this is what the politicians do on both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans. They give you money, say support me, or they give you a favor and say support me. So
Yep.
my head canon, again, I do not know. I'm not that kind of news reporter or investigative. I believe that, Wayne probably got given something and it was like, oh yeah, Trump cool with me. I don't pay attention to none of the other shit he do, but he cool with me.
Well, that's understandable. Like, again, when there's context behind it, I can understand. But for the most part, it rubs me the wrong way, and that's why you gotta be careful when you use your platform, and why I wouldn't even want a platform that big personally, because you can't say or do anything without
What about
making headlines or pissing people off.
What about Lil Pump?
Right.
Because Lil Pump famously got
Lil Pump
called
is irrelevant.
got called Little Pimp by Trump and got put on stage to support Trump. Do you still support
Yeah,
Lil
he's
Pump?
irrelevant.
I'll still listen to
No,
Gucci
I never
World,
supported
Gucci
Lil
Man,
Pump.
whatever it's called, Gucci. I don't know.
I've never supported Lil Pump. Lil Pump was always a dickhead since I first saw him.
Gucci, yeah. I don't know the name of the song.
No,
Close enough.
it's
Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gucci Gang. Which Smoke Perp wrote, I believe AJ told me. Somebody told me, that probably was AJ. Smoke Perp wrote that, not Lil Pump, by the way. That's irrelevant, but just want to
They
put that out
both
there.
trash.
Yeah, they both trash.
Smoke Perp tried to, again, another irrelevant detail. Smoke Perp tried to freestyle, and I forgot what happened. It was a slow beat or something. He couldn't do it.
No, he was just ass, so he blamed it on the beat. That's what rappers do. Like, you get this clean ass beat. I can't rap to this. No, you just can't rap. It's okay.
But even Kodak did. He said, "Who picked this sorry ass beat and ran it on the freshman's freestyle?" I was like, "Bro,
Kodak couldn't rap. Kodak still can't rap.
he still can't rap, but he still rap. You feel me? He still
He
raps,
just-
and it's not
It should sound good. That's what Kodak is. Shout out to Kodak.
so
But
good.
that nigga is a drug addict that caught a lick with music.
Called up
Hey,
liquid
yo.
music. That's a great descriptive right there. That's funny. He did
That's
catch.
what
a
all
lot-
these niggas are.
That's a lot of them.
That's what all these niggas are. They drug addicts that caught a lick.
That's I can't even argue. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a good descriptor. So you got me stuck there for a second. So are there any other like musicians or artists that you feel like at least use their? Because my next thing I was gonna say was I was listening to as I was taking a nap yesterday. I think it's called Death of Eminem or Death of Slim Shady, and he was still making little jokes about the Trump situation. So how you feel about that?
Like I said, man, it's all subjective. People are gonna feel how they feel based on who they root for politically. You just gotta be ready for what comes to that. I do like that it does bring, you could say it brings awareness, or it might open people's eyes, wake people up, whatever. So it is good in some sense, and especially, I just don't want people looking at these artists like they are the face of a movement or a revolution. That's the
Okay.
problem. Also, is obsession culture with celebrities. Is niggas just. If a celebrity don't endorse it or don't talk about it, don't like it, nobody's gonna mess with it, and that's the problem. We have actual political figureheads that know what they talking about, that know what they doing, and nobody want to follow them because they don't got a slap. Angela Rye is one of the smartest people when she's talking about this politics stuff, but nobody follow her, or nobody she's not as popular as Lil Baby or Future
Because she don't have a
because
slap.
she don't got
Gotcha.
slaps.
So
Yeah, but
So I got a little bit of a tangent because that kind of reminds me of the situation, I believe it was last year, it might have been 2 years ago at this point, that happened with, what's his name, Gunna Wanna. He snitched, which is usually a faux pas in hip-hop, but because he had a slap when he got out, everybody kind of seemed to have forgiven it.
It's that the slap definitely helped, but it's also the fact that nowadays, in today's era of hip hop, nobody gives a fuck about that non-snitching shit, bro. Like,
But they
yeah,
gave an
doesn't
F
need to have
about
a
it
slap.
with Takashi 6ix9ine.
If he didn't have a slap, he would be with the
My thing is
Takashi like, "Oh, you're a rat, so get out of here."
Oh,
But
okay. So the slap
that
helps. The
does
slap
help. But
helps.
also, most of hip, not most, but a lot of hip hop fans today are white suburban kids who's not from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So that snitching shit don't matter to them.
Yeah.
Or they're younger people like me who's not in the street. That's like, I don't care because I don't play by street politics anyway. So
Oh, so you a
snitching and non
snitch?
snitch, I'm not gonna be in the shit. And I'll tell people around me, don't put me in the shit because I will snitch.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go to jail, nigga. The fuck?
I'm being games manager. You old snitch ass. I forgot what games manager is. Whack 100. You old snitch ass. You
I'll be a
civilian.
snitch ass. Don't you know crime? Don't you know crime around me?
Stay over there in your
But
civilian clothes.
But hey, snitch stands for sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
That was good. That was good.
I ain't about to be playing with these jails, nigga. You got that.
I like
you
that.
can live that hard
That was
life.
real good.
Hold it down. That's why I said Tory Lanez is stupid. He should have snitched, nigga. I would have got done that on that trial on that stage and said, "Hey, that was her. She did it. She pulled the trigger, and she got immunity. Fuck that bitch."
Yeah, that's crazy.
either way, he was already triple fucked, bro.
Because he shouldn't have been in the car with the gun, or he shouldn't have got back in the car. Folks, let them spend the next couple of minutes. Explain that Tory Lanez situation real quick for people who only watch gaming.
This is gonna give me a headache. So not Tory. Megan Kelsey was at Kylie Jenner's house, getting drunk, having a vibe party, whatever, blah blah blah. They called Tory over. Tory was smashing Meg's best friend Kelsey. And behind Kelsey's back, he was smashing Meg too.
Messy.
So, yeah, they was doing all that. Tory came in. He was trying to smash Kylie Jenner. Meg got jealous. She's drunk, so she got jealous and she threw a whole tantrum. She got kicked out with Kelsey, and Tory stayed there. So Meg and Kelsey left. Tory's still there trying to smash Kylie. Meg says, "Oh, I forgot my slipper. We need to go back." She goes back, drags Tory out. They in the car arguing, and what happened? They in the car arguing.
It comes
She gets out, waits at a bus stop, and he brings her back in. Next thing you know, Tory apparently spilled the beans that he was smashing Meg behind Kelsey's back, and then Kelsey got pissed off, and she said, "This is not the first time, or the second time, or the third time you've done this to me." And her and Meg get into a fight. Somehow, somewhere, a gun got involved.
Kelsey's gun.
Kelsey's gun. She shot at Meg. Tory took the gun away. Tory wrestled the gun. This part is accorded to the bodyguard that was the driver, that was the only sober person in the car. Tory took the gun out of Kelsey's hand and pretty much stopped her from shooting Meg. And then cops was called, blah blah blah. Now Tory got arrested because he claimed possession for the gun. While Meg was in the hospital, he called Kelsey on a jail cell apologizing. He never said what he apologized for, but it's stupid because it's being recorded and it's going to assume that you're apologizing for shooting her. But, that's why I said he's a dumbass. He put himself in that situation. But I also would have gotten that stand and told I would have snitched hard. Fuck these bitches.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a snitch nigga. I want to come home too.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you guys for joining me so early in the morning. I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to do some grilling today. I'm going to barbecue up some random things. Hope you guys are having some fun. What are y'all getting into?
Me probably going to go out to eat. We ain't go out to eat in a minute. Probably just do that and have a chill day today. Stay out the way.
Work.
iPhone launch, yeah.
Oh, man, damn. Good luck with that. That's like a new game at GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Back in those days.
Bro, I'll turn everybody down, man. If y'all ain't coming here to get an activation, y'all ain't getting it.
Well, folks, if you want to hear your topic show up on one of our episodes, you know what to do. Just follow us on socials, drop your hashtag TNT and whatever the comment is, and we'll see you same time next week. Same black time.